So today we will discuss about compact sets in R. But to start with the topic, we have to have some preliminary idea of what is meant by a cover of a set, a subcover of a set, and finite subcover of a set. And we'll see some preliminary examples. And by using the definition of compact sets, we will prove a set to be compact in R. So to start with, let us see what we mean by a cover of a set. So suppose S is a subset of R, then we are saying that a collection of sets, we are writing that the collection by small g, which is a collection of sets G alpha, where alpha belonging to a set lambda, which is called index set. This collection is said to be a cover of the set S if S is covered by the union of all G alpha, where alpha belonging to lambda. In fact, if each G alpha is open set, then we say this collection G is called a open cover of the set S. Then we will take another concept of subcover. So suppose we have a set S and G, collection G is a cover of S. Then S is said to have a subcover if there exists a subcollection G dash of G such that S is also covered by that subcollection G dash. So in that case, the set is said to have a subcover G dash of the subcollection G. So let us see an example. So suppose we have a set S is in particular the real line R. Then we see that this open cover by open interval minus n comma n, where n is running on natural number n, is a open cover of R, right? Let us see another example. So suppose the set S is itself 1 by n, where n is in natural number. Then we see this collection G, where G is the open cover by 1 by n plus 1 comma 2, and this will be a cover of the set S, right? Okay, so now what we mean by a compact set. Suppose we have a subset K of R, then this set is said to be compact if every open cover of K admits a finite subcover. That means if G is a open cover of the set K, then there exists a subcover which has to be finite subcover for K, and this will happen for every open cover of K. In that case, the set is said to be compact. So let us see an example. Every finite set is compact. Suppose S is a set S, and as this is finite, then we can identify each element, say the set is x1, x2 up to xn. Then first we will pick a arbitrary collection G such that G is G alpha, alpha belonging to lambda is open cover of S. Then we have to show that this collection has a finite subcover. So S is open cover, G is open cover of S. Then we will do one thing, that as each element xi is belonging to S and S is covered by union G alpha, then there exists Gi belonging to G for each xi in the set S. So if we collect this Gi, then this subcollection, if we rename this subcollection G dash is the collection of sets all capital Gi, where Gi open set containing xi is a finite subcover of G. So we see this holds for any arbitrary subcover, open cover of S. So every finite set is compact. Now R is not compact because we have seen that this collection G is a open cover of R, but it does not have any finite subcover. Similarly, the set S, 1 by n, where n belonging to natural number, is not compact because this open cover does not have any finite subcover. Now another interesting example is that the set S, where S is 1 by n, n belonging to natural number, with the union of singleton 0, this set is compact. So let us see. So suppose we have a collection G alpha, alpha belonging to lambda. Suppose this collection is open cover of the set S. So in particular there exists a alpha naught belonging to lambda such that G alpha naught contains 0, that is 0 belongs to G alpha naught. Now as this is open cover, so there exists lambda greater than 0 such that 0 belonging to 0 minus lambda, 0 plus lambda, which will be a subset of G alpha naught, right? Now note that the sequence 1 by n, this sequence tends to 0. That means there exists a natural number n, say capital N, such that 1 by n belonging to 0 minus delta to 0 plus delta for all n greater or equal to the natural number capital N. So we see that for all n greater than or equal to n, 1 by n belonging to G alpha naught, because this set is a subset of G alpha naught, right? Okay. Now let us pick G alpha I in the collection G such that 1 by I belonging to G alpha I for all I equals to 1, 2 up to n minus 1, because this collection is a open cover of S. So for each 1 by I, for I equals to 1 to n minus 1, there exists some G alpha I in the collection G such that 1 by I belonging to G alpha I. So we see there exists a subcover G dashed such that this is G alpha I and I equals to 0, 1, 2 up to n minus 1 such that S will be covered by the collection of the members of G dashed. So we see there here that a arbitrary collection of open sets which is covering the set S admits a finite subcover G dashed, and this holds for every finite collection of covers, open covers. So we can say that this set is compact.